The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission presents JADCO and You. During 2015, the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission JADCO continued its quest to develop a world-class anti-doping program by implementing several initiatives. In this edition of JADCO and You, we will highlight some of the major accomplishments of the Commission throughout the past year. January 1, 2015 marked a watershed moment in the history of the Commission, as on the heels of the implementation of a revised World Anti-Doping Code, the legislation in Jamaica was also strengthened. Following an Act of Parliament, the 2008 Anti-Doping in Sport Act was repealed, making way for the 2014 Act. JADCO also updated its rules in keeping with the 2015 Code, and the JADCO 2015 Anti-Doping Rules came into force on January 1, 2015. In an effort to sensitize stakeholders in sport of the revised rules, the Commission collaborated with its international partners, the World Anti-Doping Agency (WADA) and the Canadian Centre for Ethics in Sport (CCES) to host a symposium on January 29. Participants included members of sporting associations and federations, professional groups, secondary school principals, and physical education teachers.
The associations and the federations are the bodies that look after the welfare of the athletes, and so they need to know what is involved so that they can do this properly. The coaches and other athlete support personnel themselves also need to know what is involved and to know that they are also liable for sanctions if they are not compliant with the code and with the anti-doping rules of Jamaica.
Our junior athletes were empowered during March 2015 when JADCO conducted a series of school tours across secondary schools in Kingston, St. Andrew and St. Thomas. Over 400 secondary school athletes and their support personnel received anti-doping education. In June, JADCO's testing program was boosted with the addition of blood sample collection to the doping control procedures. Blood collection officers are provided by central medical laboratories who are contracted to carry out blood collection. In October, junior athletes and their support personnel were again in the spotlight as the Commission hosted a series of junior athletes anti-doping education workshops throughout the month in 4 regions island-wide. In addition to learning about JADCO's functions and responsibilities, the doping control process and the health effects of prohibited substances and methods, participants were also introduced to a new component which focused on values-based education.
Your teammates suggest taking a shortcut to make up for lost time, because it's what? We deserve it. Do you take the shortcut? No!
It's not just about sports and anti-doping, it's about just generally making ethical choices.
The highlight of the workshops was the introduction of the JADCO mascot to participants. The mascot, a leopard called Leo, was created based on a design submitted by Arden High School student Ajane Billings, the winner of the 2014 JADCO mascot competition.
I'm very elated. The hard work and the dedication that I put in from creating this mascot, it has genuinely paid off.
Ajane was awarded with his prizes during an awards ceremony at the first workshop in the series. Antonio Mondel and Raquel Brown, also of Arden High School, placed second and third respectively. The final major activity for the Commission during the year was the hosting of the annual Senior Athletes Anti-Doping Education Workshop on November 21, catering to senior athletes and their support personnel. In addition to being informed about the role and responsibilities of JADCO, values-based education, the doping control process and prohibited substances and methods, participants were also educated on the importance of blood testing. The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission, committed to the fight against doping in sport. For more on the work of JADCO, contact their office at 5 to 9 South Odeon Avenue, Kingston 10, telephone 929-3500, or log on to www.jadco.gov.jm. Feel free to also visit their Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or Twitter pages. JADCO and You was brought to you by the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.